Chapter 7. Spaghetti and Meatballs. Susie stepped onto the sprinkle path and was greeted by the most comforting aroma she had ever smelled. She looked around and saw a world filled with rolling hills of spaghetti noodles glistening with a golden sheen of olive oil. Rivers of rich red marinara sauce flowed between the hills, cascading down as waterfalls into pools of savoury goodness. Giant meatballs rolled gently across the landscape, leaving trails of breadcrumbs behind them. Above her, the sky was a soft orange, and sprinkles of Parmesan cheese fell delicately like snow. Breadstick bridges arched gracefully over the rivers, their golden crusts glistening in the warm light. "This is like stepping into the most delicious dinner ever," Susie exclaimed, her eyes wide with wonder. As she wandered through the landscape, she noticed a group of pasta people made entirely of spaghetti noodles. They were gathered near a pool of marinara sauce, looking concerned. "What's wrong?" Susie asked, crouching down to speak to them. "Oh, dear visitor," one of the spaghetti people said. "Our meatball guardian has gone missing, and without it, the rivers of sauce are starting to dry up. We fear it may have rolled too far into the spaghetti forest and gotten stuck." Susie's heart went out to the little pasta people. "Don't worry," she said with determination. "I'll find your meatball guardian and bring it back." Susie made her way to the spaghetti forest, a dense maze of thick spaghetti strands that swayed gently in the breeze. Navigating through the forest wasn't easy. She had to carefully part the noodle-like trees to avoid getting tangled. Along the way, she picked up a Parmesan lantern left behind by the pasta people, which glowed warmly and lit her path. After some time, Susie heard a faint rumbling sound. Following the noise, she came upon the missing meatball guardian, wedged between two giant breadstick trees. "You're a big one, aren't you?" Susie said with a laugh. The meatball rumbled in response, as if agreeing. Using all her strength, Susie pushed and tugged at the meatball, but it wouldn't budge. Thinking quickly, she broke off pieces of the breadstick trees to create a makeshift ramp. With a final push, the meatball rolled free and rumbled gratefully. Together, Susie and the meatball guardian returned to the pasta village, where cheers erupted from the spaghetti people. "You've saved our world," the leader declared, presenting Susie with a golden pasta fork. "This fork will guide you to the most nourishing paths on your journey." Before leaving, Susie was treated to a grand feast in her honour. Platters of spaghetti, meatballs and garlic bread filled the long tables, and Susie savoured every bite. The warmth and joy of the pasta world made her feel right at home. As Susie stepped back onto the sprinkle path, the golden pasta fork glinted in her hand. She waved goodbye to her new friends, her heart full of gratitude and excitement for what lay ahead. "Every world is more delicious than the last," she thought. "I can't wait to see what's next."